OffLecture. Learn beyond class.
The hidden city within. What secrets are hiding down there? Welcome to our expedition into the microscopic world. We are going to journey deep beneath the surface of everything you see to discover the true building blocks of existence. Get ready to explore the hidden city within. The building blocks of life. We are built like living castles. Every living thing on this planet is made of cells. They are the basic structural unit of life, and millions of different organisms share this exact same foundation. These are complex living structures, but they are not just rigid boxes. They are the vibrant starting point for everything that breathes, grows, and moves. The first glimpse. They look like tiny empty rooms. Back in 1665, a scientist named Robert Hooke took the very first look at this secret world. He looked at thin slices of dead cork under a primitive microscope and saw these tiny honeycomb-like compartments. Because they reminded him of the small rooms in a monastery, he named them cells. The fortress of the leaf. These walls are strong as armor. When we look at a plant cell, we are looking at a botanical fortress. The outer, rigid cell wall protects the cell and provides a strict shape and strength so the plant can stand tall. Inside, you will find green chloroplasts that act like solar panels for photosynthesis, and a large central vacuole that stores all the essential water. The flexible sphere. It is soft, squishy, and totally flexible. Unlike plants, animal cells do not have a rigid wall. Instead, they are surrounded only by a thin cell membrane, making them highly flexible and mobile. The inside is filled with a jelly-like substance called cytoplasm, allowing the cell to change shape and move wherever it needs to go. The brain of the cell. This is the master instructions for all life. The nucleus is the command center that controls everything happening inside the cell. It holds the DNA blueprints and is protected by its own nuclear membrane. This is how traits are transferred from parents to offspring, making sure the next generation knows exactly how to grow. Engines and suspension. It is a complete, self-running microscopic city. To keep the city running, we need the cytoplasm, which is the jelly holding all the parts together. Then we have the mitochondria, our microscopic power plants. They generate the energy for survival through respiration. Without these engines, the cell would have no power to do its work. The living hierarchy. Tiny pieces build the whole puzzle. It all starts with a single cell. When groups of similar cells work together, they form specialized tissue. Those tissues build complex organs like a heart or a stomach. And finally, those organs create the complete organism, like the frog you see here. Everything is connected. Form follows function. Every shape has a specific job. In the cell world, how you look depends on what you do. A nerve cell is like a long wire designed for messaging. A plant cell is like a sturdy brick for support. A muscle cell acts like a rubber band for movement. And a mitochondrion is shaped like a battery because its job is to provide power. Myth-busting the micro-world. Don't fall for the common traps. Some people think all cells are identical, but the truth is that shape varies by function. Others think animal cells have walls, But remember that only plants have those rigid cell walls. We have to be smart detectives to tell the difference. Plant or animal? Look for the green plant armor. If you see a rigid cell wall, chloroplasts, and a giant central vacuole, you are definitely looking at a plant. If you see a flexible sphere with only a membrane, you have found an animal cell. Always look for those green solar panels to be sure. The micro-detective. Follow the clues to the truth. Let us use our detective skills for a second. Why do plants need walls? The hint is that they cannot run away from danger, so they need armor. And what is the cell's brain? It is the part that holds the DNA and makes all the big decisions. Final inspection. You are a master microscopic explorer now. Let us do a final check. What controls entry and exit? That is the cell membrane. What makes the leaves green? The chloroplasts. What holds all the organelles in place? The cytoplasm. And finally, who coined the word cell? That was Robert Hooke back in 1665. The master blueprint. Everything works perfectly together inside us. Think of the membrane as the ultimate security gate and entry control. The nucleus is the brain of the operation for DNA storage. The chloroplasts are the solar panels for the plant, and the mitochondria